from Discover Bitcoin. What's up in this crazy world of cryptocurrency? It has been a crazy time, really. A lot of sideways action. A lot of people, saying this and that on Twitter. I think a lot of people signal groups. You got biases left, right, and center. Whether you think we're in a wave five and we're going to go to 6,000, 8,000, or, we're going to dump and go to 1,200. So I guess, there's a case for both, and we don't know until it happens. And, it's a 50-50 call either way. And it depends on what you subscribe to and what your biases are, really. Some people that are holding a lot of Bitcoin, you can imagine their bias will be to the upside because they want those Bitcoin to go up in value. And then the others that don't have many Bitcoin, well, they want it to go cheaper so they can buy Bitcoin cheaper. So, it depends on your point of view at the end of the day. I was talking with DC, Digital Citizen, last night about, what I was seeing in Bitcoin. And to be honest, if you've been watching my videos, I've been bearish. Like, to me, Bitcoin has had an amazing run this year, and we've hit this top. And since when was it, in August? Sometime we've started to come down, sort of late August, early September. We've started to come down, slow and steady, and then boom, we had this massive drop down to 3K, which in my previous video I talked about, buying here, which I did, and got a nice little pop, made a bit of cash, and here we are here, retesting this long-term trend line, again failing, retesting again, failing, and failing hard. So what do I see with Bitcoin in the short term? I'm still bearish, to be honest. I think what could be painting right now is a head and shoulders pattern. So if we take this line here, like so, or even if it holds this, it can be on an angle. And if we rally today and do something like this, we could come back up and test this trend line and then fall back to this neckline. And then if we get a target from here to here, something like that, we could potentially, run back down to these levels. But my bias is to the downside, so that's maybe what I'm looking for. But as you can see, we've had a nice move off that line. And if we look back further in the charts, that we will see that this level is a key level. We actually have a bit of support here at 3.6. So if we come back here into mid-July and we take this bottom here and we run this line out through here, you can see how over here on sort of the 17th we touched this line and we've come down and touched this line again. So there's a long-term trend here. Then if we take another line, see how on the bottom of wave 4 here we had a touch as well, so we put that in there, and that also corresponds to where we are at the moment. So we've got a long-term trend line, then we've got this line where the price has come down untouched. Here at wave 4, it's come down, it's gone through, it's come back up, sort of grinded along it, pushed off it, and now we're back to it. So we've got two levels of support right here. And the price likes to hug, it's got memory. It likes to hug support and resistance lines. And you'll see it, the more you see these charts, you'll see how the price behaves on these lines, how they come back to. Like, for example, this movement here, it came all the way back down to the high of this wave one over here and bounced off. That's why I was looking to buy here, because I knew there was a lot of support here previously, and sure enough, boom, we bounced off it. Just like here, we've bounced off it. Come back down here, bounced off it. So, with that being said, I am looking for a head and shoulders pattern to paint. I have taken a position in OMG here. Been watching Bitcoin on the 15-minute chart. Like, if I go to the 15-minute chart, what made me take my position was this combination of those trend lines that I just spoke about, and also this bullish engulfing candle in a downtrend. So I think it was the 30-minute chart that I was looking at this morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I checked the charts, and I'm like, oh damn, it's come down. I was talking to DC and I said, yeah, this is what I think is going to happen. And sure enough, it came down to 3555. Bam. I saw it there, and then I was watching it. I woke up suddenly and I saw this candle appear. This is called a bullish engulfing. Once you're in a downtrend, you get this big green candle that engulfs the red candle, indicates that there's a lot of buying and there's a movement, potential movement to the upside. So I quickly checked OMG at that point and grabbed some of it, and I've been watching it ever since. So Bitcoin's broken out of this little channel that I drew, and it's come up here. But as you can see, it's tried to break through this line here once, twice, 3 times, and it's failed. So it's making me a little bit wary, and we've got declining volume, which is always a good indication for a break. So we had a little spike of selling here, and nothing really happened, which is a bit of a worry. So you've got the bears hiding in the woods, and we've tried to go through this multiple times, and we haven't succeeded. So that tells me that there's a bit of a ceiling there, and we could have a move further to the downside from here. So I might be looking at my OMG positions, maybe I am in a little bit of profit, so maybe to close out and maybe try and buy it deeper. And the reason why I'm looking at OMG is because when we had that 3K sell-off in Bitcoin, I was talking to DC about this as well. Basically, when Bitcoin went down, everything went down. If you're new to crypto, Bitcoin is the big daddy, and quite often once Bitcoin takes a pounding, everything just follows close behind. So here's OMG during this massive sell-off that we had. So it came down to $6.45, right? And then just bounced straight out of here. So this corresponds to when Bitcoin came down to 29.50 and bounced. Pretty much every chart followed this pattern, or the major coins did anyway. So if we get this tool over here, we can measure this move. So from the bottom to the top, okay, I thought it was more, but it was a 75% move to here. Over 3 days. In 3 days' time, you would have added some serious cash to your position if you were in this coin. So here we are. We've come all the way back down. We've pushed off this level that OMG's held quite nicely. And if Bitcoin does move, there's some play to the upside. So that's why I was looking to get into this coin and maybe look at this level here, which is like $9.20 or so. Because as you can see, there is a bit of resistance here, right there. So I was looking to maybe, just have a short-term play, make $1 a coin or something like that today, and maybe look at selling here. And then watching what Bitcoin does, because if Bitcoin continues to fall, it's going to drag the entire market with it, and get OMG back down here. Like, long term, I'm really bullish on this coin. I love this coin, and I know you shouldn't be emotional and all that sort of stuff, but I think there's a big future for this. Fundamentally, the chart's pretty ugly, but yeah, OMG has done great things since I've been watching it, and I expect it to continue to do great things, even with Bitcoin going down. So really, guys, that is that is my ramble for today. Sorry I've been off the airways, but been busy with life and stuff. Plus, there's been a lot of sideways action with the markets. So I've just been sitting in USD really, and just watching everything pan out, watching you know Twitter and these YouTube guys. There seems to be so many guys out there, saying this and that these days. So it's interesting to hear everybody's perspective and try and make sense of it all, and try and make some money. So have a good day, guys. Leave some comments, leave some feedback, if that was stink or good or cool or awesome. Let me know, and I will hit you back. But until next time, have a good day. Stay safe out there.